I know what you're like. You are fizzing with ideas, or there's some kind of itch that you need to scratch that says, I've got to do something about my life and I just got to make a change. But I am too busy. I don't have enough time. I don't even know where to start. And I just have so much to do. My schedule's packed. I keep saying yes to everybody. I've got 3 really easy ways that you can reclaim your time so you can start investigating that itch that you need to scratch. Start doing the creative thing you want to do. Start just making a bit more time for yourself. If you're interested to know more, stay with me. Let's get into it. Hello, Bab. I'm Marv Cole. I'm a new transformative coach. I'm a journalist. I've been working in television and radio for 21 years. And I help women in midlife, like me, I'm in my 50s, try and find their way through everything. If you're feeling a bit lost, you're at a crossroads, you've got an idea of what your goal, your dream is. You might not even have an idea, but you need to build up some self-confidence, set some goals, figure out what aligns with your values, and build up resilience as well to then take those steps for your new goal. So let's get into these 3 ideas that I've got for you that are going to really start to help you reclaim your time so that then you can move forward for the new vision that you have. And it doesn't have to be a big vision. It doesn't have to be, I gotta have a brand new job, or I want to change careers, or I want to move house. It might be something smaller than that, and it does not matter how big or small that aspiration is. But these ideas revolve around being protectionist, right? Being protectionist of your time, protecting your agenda, and tough one, saying no to step over the no and get to your yes. It all is going to be hard, and I understand that. And I say it every video. You're going to be tired of me saying it. But as a black woman, I understand that everything that impacts on your life is really going to dictate the way in which and the when you're able to try and take some of these steps. And all I say to you is kind of be critical around the things that I'm saying and choose the bits that you want to do and when, and work on them. How small steps is the key, because I know the job you're in, your finances, the relationship you're in, the home you live in, the area you're in, everything that is unique about you, your age, your sex, your religion, your spirituality, whether or not you have a disability. You might be neurodivergent, you might have a physical or a disability that no one can see. Everything else that I've missed. All of these impact on you and how you can move through the steps. And these are just things that I've learned and that I've observed that have really helped me and that have helped other women as well. Okay, let's rock. You got to do a time audit. Yes, it's work, but you can do it secretively. You don't have to tell everybody I'm doing a time audit. And what I mean by time audit is grab a journal. I love talking about journals. I've got some journals in my store. They're beautiful. They're A5. Grab a pen. They're plain line. Just write everything down. Make a note of how long things are taking you, the time that is taking you to do picking up the grandkids from school. What are the days that you look after the grandkids? What are the days that you might go for a walk, and how long does that walk take? Are you doing something else productive on that walk? Are there things that you're doing that are taking too much time, you feel, that you are frustrated about? And how can you find a way of saving time? It's bonkers. I've just been doing a crazy show chatting about air fryers. Air fryers have saved so much time in and out the kitchen because they cook things faster. Even like cooking your meals. Even like preparing meals so you're not in the kitchen every night doing the same 2 hours cooking everybody's food, or cooking your batch cooking, all that stuff. I don't know, you know what it is. Write down what you're doing, what's taking too much time, and then figure out, how can I save time? In what ways can I save my time? Because the point of saving your time is so then you can go and do the other good stuff, right? In terms of time, I used to waste time before I discovered really truly what my purpose was. And my purpose is actually offering content like this and doing all of my study to become a transformative coach so I could help other women at the same age as me who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s figure out a new direction, a new path, better embrace what they've learned or the lessons they've learned, embrace their uniqueness and their weird, and take all of that and move forward to a much more fulfilling life. That's my purpose. Before I found any of that, I'd waste time. I sometimes work in London, and that means I'm away from home for a long stint. Could be 2, 3, 4 nights away from home on my own in a hotel room. I used to enjoy binge watching TV shows, but then I would just watch till my brain was bursting. Not literally, of course, but it was kind of aimless watching, because I'd also be thinking about what am I going to eat for lunch? What am I going to eat for dinner? When? I would drink alcohol. I would go, let me just go for a walk. Let me just wander aimlessly around the shopping centre to kill time. I was wasting time because I had no focus, because I had no agenda. My next point actually is about setting an agenda, like goals, aspirations, dreams. What do you want to do? Oh, I used to play the guitar. I'd love to play it again. And then you just kind of leave it dead. Or I used to sew, but I wish I just had the time to start sewing again or learn knitting, and you leave it stuck and you don't do anything about it. Set the agenda. If you really feel that you want to do something creative, and I know you've got a ton of creativity in you, don't sleep on it. Don't wait. Start the process. And so setting the agenda, i.e. that thing that I loved, maybe I should try it again, or maybe I should pick it up again. And how do I go about doing that? Start prioritizing it and protect it. Okay? Harken back to the time audit. You've saved time. Now use that time to start setting that agenda. What do you need to do? What do you need to research to get to the thing you want to get to? And mark out the steps in your journal. Mark out the steps. And how can you use the time to investigate, to do that research? But also, you might not have a clue what your agenda is, because when we get to this stage of our lives, we have had so many influences on us from everything around us, what the magazines say, what the podcasts say, what's happening on TV, what all the chat shows say, what your spouse says, what your family want you to do. You might be looking after, your older parent. It's a story. I will keep coming up because I am very much involved in looking after my elderly mom as well. And it's what she said and the things that maybe she said in the past to me. There's so many influences. And sometimes when you share an ambition, a friend or a family member go, oh, what are you doing that for? Right? Puts you right off. Makes you go, oh, I'm not going to do that then, because they don't think I can do it. And I already didn't think I was going to do it, so I'm not going to bother now. Been there, okay. Been there, done it. Had someone I thought I could rely on to totally quash the idea of a new dream that I had. Gone, binned. But the other thing that happens is, and interestingly, there's a client of mine who's in this space who kind of knows where she wants to go, has a bit of an idea of where she wants to be in terms of the industry. Lots of people saying, oh, you should do that. Oh, you should have done that. What about doing this? Everybody's got their own ideas about what you're going to do. So it makes it very unclear. When you carve your time, then get clear on what you want to do and where it's going to take you. Never mind anybody else and what everyone else is saying, unless really they are experts, total and unashamed experts in the field. Quick caveat, lots of people say they're experts, but look for the expertise, look for the evidence. Someone will say, I'm an expert in this, I did it. Where's the evidence? Look for the evidence before you start believing everything that people say. And that's not me being a bit of a snob, shouldn't believe people. It's just being critical, right? I'm a journalist. I'm going to say stuff like that. So stop listening to what everyone else is telling you ought to do. Get that agenda down packed. What do I need to do for me and the thing that I want to achieve? And the backdrop to this is going to be that you're going to have self-doubt. You're going to have a lack of confidence. And I know where the self-doubt and the lack of confidence comes from. As human beings, it's human nature to sit and go, well, what's the outcome going to be? Is it going to work? The thing is, you're never going to know if something new that you're going to do is going to work. So that is a perfectionist in us as well. Stop being a perfectionist. You've got to embrace failure. Done a video on it. Take the steps. Try in your way. And if it doesn't work to the level that you want it to work at, it's not a failure. You just got to accept it if you feel it is a failure. But try again. Practice makes perfect, or you pivot, you twist it, you do it another way. But if you sit there going, but what if it's not going to work? I can't do it, because you can't see the success on the other side, that's going to stop you. So stop trying to imagine the success on the other side and seeing yourself over there, and then it frightening you, because that's going to stop you doing something. I'd rather you go, oh yeah, it's going to be ace when I get over that hill, when I achieve that thing, when I am successful. But take your measure of success and make it unique. It is about personal fulfillment. For me, it's been about personal fulfillment. Ask yourself, what is it about for you? Is it cultivating your own well-being? Is it nurturing your own mental health, your own emotional health? If that is what you want to do and you achieve it, that is your measure of success. Don't have to measure it by anybody else, all right? Rant over. And I can't stress this enough about journaling. And it's not just because I've got journals in my store, but a journal. I write a lot down. One day I'm going to have to tip out all my books and my journals that I have had from all over the years. And I just found a box of them that I used to write when I was in my teens. I have hundreds of them, right? I write things down to get them out of my brain onto paper so I can see them. So if you've got aspirations, you've got passions, make a note of them. Make some plans. Don't keep them all in your head, because when they're swirling in your head, they don't really go anywhere. They don't go anywhere at all, except probably drive you a bit crazy. Like, explore your interests. You are worthy. It's okay. I know we are trained. We are expected to look after everybody else. Explore and be your own leader. Like I said, everyone's going to say, you should do this, you should do that. I mean, how many times have you listened to other people? You don't necessarily have to follow the crowd. Embrace your own vision and your own way of doing things. It's okay to go solo. I do say ask for help, ask for expert support. But then the vision that you map out for yourself should be your own. And as much as self-doubt creeps in, boy, the self-doubt has crept in massively over me setting up a YouTube channel at 53, becoming a content creator. I have no clue what I'm doing. I sit down every week and I work out what I want to speak about for you, and the things that are on my mind, and the things that I kind of know you might be thinking about, and the things that I think would be helpful for you given what I've learned. But in terms of how all the when to post, how long the video should be, all that stuff, I don't really know it. Lots of people are saying you should do this, that, the other. In the end, I'm just like, I'm going to do it my way. I've had a little bit of support, a little bit of coaching from Reva and Rob. Thanks, guys. But now I'm just like, I'm doing it my way. And I'm happy with that. Embrace my weird. This does not need to be perfect. I'm not perfect today in my little scraggy jumper and my hair and my what. Listen, just do you. And also build a support network. I'm very, very lucky to have 3 very close friends. I tell them everything about my business and what I'm doing. in terms of what I'm trying to do here and what I'm studying, being a coach, what happens in my journalism life and my all that sort of thing, and my husband as well. So build a support network that's really going to help you around your agenda, okay? All right, let's move on to the next one then. This is saying no to get to your yes. It is one of the hardest things to do. We're going to feel guilty, we feel bad. We don't want to say no because we're going to come across as a bitch, right? And also we might say no to something and go, oh, I missed out on that. Boy, I have FOMO all the time. FOMO all the time, right? I live in the Midlands, everything, loads of events happen in London. It is a fact of the matter, and I've gotten over it now. I don't get invited to a lot of things in London.
Boo-hoo, first world problems, Marv.
Because I'm in Birmingham. And because I am not like a huge name like all the other people who get invited to stuff. It's life, innit? FOMO done. So, but around really practical things, like a friend of mine asked me, oh, do you want to go to a show? This guy, a great health professional, is doing like a one-man show. I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, I know that guy. But I'm not really into him, so I don't want to go. So I said to my friend, don't really like that guy, but if you go in, have a great time. Even though, you know, my other half of my brain was thinking it would be great to go with my friend, hang out with my friend. But then I know there are other ways and times that I'm going to be hanging out with her because I'm being more intentional about seeing more of my girlfriends and hanging out with them because I work too much, work too hard. So saying no, really important. To the little things, start small. And you can do it by being polite and kind and reduce the amount of justifications and excuses you give, because guys don't do it, men don't do it, they just say flat no. You don't have to give a long, spiely explanation, even if it is a fib, a white lie, whatever it is with the no, that you don't want to do the thing. But you can say it with kindness, so do it if you can. Even though that's a very woman thing. Oh, you got to be polite and kind and don't hurt anyone's feelings. Say no in whatever way suits you. You're not hurting anyone. You're not disrespecting anyone. Just try and hold those values true, right? Because the biggest point is, baby, say the no so it makes room for another yes, which goes back to the agenda and the agenda that you set up because you cleared time for yourself. See, it all links together. Protect your time. Create and protect your agenda and say no to get to the yes. Those are my 3 tips so that you and your creativeness and all your awesomeness can get to where you want to go. I hope it's been really useful. Check out some of my other videos and share this one as well. And I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching.